Welcome back to Easy Spirit 101. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I have a general message coming through for Divine Collective. It could be for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, anyone drawn to the message anytime you are drawn to the message. So let's see what's going on. What does someone need to know right now? Passion. I heard passion project. Maybe someone's working on a passion project. Maybe that's what you were doing over the weekend. Interesting. I feel like someone here is craving, what I see is someone who has a great deal of spiritual strength. Spiritual strength in the upright. It could be that your passion project is related to your spiritual strength here, or your spiritual strength is your passion. And what I'm seeing is someone with like a thirst for kind of seeing spirit. It's almost like someone who's been going through a lot of tests and you have the spiritual strength to get through these tests, but I'm seeing someone kind of, you're waiting for these tests to end and see kind of spirit show their magic, show you the rainbow at the end of the tunnel. I don't know why, but I feel like there's good news. There's good news coming to this outcome. I feel like the part of this thirst here, this hunger, is that you're wanting some sort of kind of spiritual, you're waiting for spirit to kind of touch you and show you, hey, this wasn't all for nothing kind of feeling is what I'm getting. I'm also getting this restful energy. This restful energy is going to help show you this. It's going to help bring in what you're looking for. Believe it or not, you are greatly protected at this time. It's actually coming out next to this like spiritual strength here. Your spiritual strength ensures a great deal of spiritual protection. I feel like you might be you're being urged to come out of isolation a little bit. If you've been keeping yourself disconnected, maybe you've even been protecting yourself, or maybe you've even been spiritually guided to kind of withdraw and protect yourself during this period of reflection. This is like Hermit's energy here. This is about to come to an end. So I'm getting kind of like, be open for that. Be open. Part of how you end up seeing this play out in your life here is by starting to kind of shift your energy. Even if you maybe haven't met the new person yet, or came in contact with a new group of friends, or met the new coworkers, even if you haven't got to that point yet, but you can kind of feel it coming, or you know it's coming. It's kind of saying energetically, get yourself open, put yourself in that place where you're feeling energetically like sociable again, or open to meeting new people again. Wow. in. You have abundance coming in for all of this. I really am getting someone you feel like you've been pushing through a lot of difficult tests recently. And you keep going and you keep going and you keep working and you keep doing, and this hunger is, you're like kind of waiting for spirit to show you your reward, show you your rainbow at the end of the tunnel here. It's coming in. And part of how this is coming in is staying peaceful and opening up your energy to something new here. This is definitely coming in. So I know that's really good news for someone. I want to get one more of these. I love it. We already know this has been coming through for the collective. For a group of you, a few of you, or many of you, it's coming in as a package deal. I feel like it's like this is the last, whatever last kind of difficult thing you're going through, the weather's about to change. It's kind of like in your life, the weather is about to change. It's harvest season. It's reaping season. Someone here is about to get like a bigger harvest maybe than you expected. I don't know why, but I just heard someone like say thank you to me. I don't know if that's one of you guys watching, but whoever it is, I thank you guys too. I thank you for being here. Y'all are the reason I do this. We're the reason I do this. I'm really, I'm rooting for all of us. I'm rooting for us. I'm voting for us. All of those things. I don't know why I heard that, but thank you. Thank you, and you're welcome. Okay. This may have been why you've been in this hermit's energy here. Heal the ouch. You may have been specifically guided to go into this energy. This was necessary for you to help draw in this new beginning. Yeah, we have stuck in the mud in reverse. Yes. This is very much someone coming out of this energy. So you've been doing the work. You might still be working on this, but because you have been doing this work, you are becoming unstuck, and you are actually moving towards the changes you seek, the changes you desire in your life. For some of you, I'm getting that you already had this, and you weren't focused on this, but you were focused on this love here. Some of you are manifesting love. Some of you who were not manifesting love, you were really not focused on that at all, and you were only focused on this. So some of you were only focused on this, and some of you were only focused on this, and many of you are surprisingly getting both here. Because this is you here, the Wizard of Awareness. Also really with 3 on this here, Ascended Masters. Many of you have been ascending. You've been doing the work and you've been ascending. You've been following the guidance that you're meant to be following, and that's why you're going to get the rewards here. If you're not resonating and you feel like you still are stuck and you feel like you still are healing or need healing, this outcome is coming for you as well, as long as you keep going. As long as you keep doing that, keep working on your healing. So some of you, this reading will apply to you at a later time. I don't know why I felt the need to tell somebody that. Maybe someone's getting discouraged or disappointed. A lot of us are having the same kind of situations, same kind of lessons, and having to do the same kind of healing and having the same kind of stagnating or stuck feeling experiences, or hermity, being in hermit's mode, feeling like you've been forced into that. But we're doing it at different times. And that's okay. It's nothing to look too far into. The guidance is here to help you wherever you are on the journey. For some of you are going back. Some of you are going back to a place from your past, but not in a bad way. This is like a place when you really knew yourself. This could represent childhood healing, and this is part of what's bringing in, again, this golden place. Is kind of like uncovering the treasure within yourself, the light shining through here. Sometimes this card can be about feeling at home within yourself, feeling comfortable with who you are. Some of you are literally moving in a direction. Maybe some of you are literally moving back home, moving back to like your hometown. There's an element of divine timing on here. Something fated is going to happen, again with the 9. For those of you who don't already know what this is, you will be figuring it out in the near future. Yeah, this is a time of kind of slow and steady wins the race. So there's no need to rush or hurry. Now, for some of you who I was saying you don't feel like this is resonating for you yet, it is because healing still needs to occur. Some of you may even be avoiding healing. And there is a strong message here that if you want to keep moving forward, if you want these blessings to come in, especially any kind of things from the past that are bringing fear up inside of you. For some of you who are seeking more abundance, your blockage, your fear is surrounding finances. You have to release that fear or whatever is tied to that fear to be able to draw more of this in towards you. I feel like some of you are not moving hastily enough. Some of you should be moving, like, if you have the sensation or the knowing that this is what needs to change, some of you, Spirit is asking you to kind of pick up the pace and put down your guard a little bit and just kind of go for it. There's an ending, like a transition, an ending that needs to occur here. And this is surrounding healing. This card is very much about healing as well. So some of you are coming into blessings, and some of you are seeking these blessings or desiring these blessings and not knowing why you're not getting there. Again, these are general collective messages, so it's going to pull through information from more than one situation often, even though sometimes it will be very specific. Someone here has their guards up way too high. Someone needs to put their defenses down, release fears about something, because something does want to come through here. This is giving me the harvest. There's some sort of something coming in as your harvest that you have your guards up against. Some of you are worried about something turning out in your favor, but it is going to turn out in your favor. Yeah, there's like a karmic reaping going on. This is like a karmic reaping season right now. Something here is coming into balance. This can be literal. This can be literal, or this can just be spiritual. But the spiritual, whatever is occurring under spiritual judgment here, will reflect in your own life. And again, some of you are meant to have this, and you've got some sort of guard up against it. Some of you have gotten so used to the struggle, the difficulty, that you're kind of operating out of that energy still. The Spirit is asking you to kind of try and shift your energy. Not that you won't get this, but you can slow it down. You can certainly slow it down much longer than it needs to be. It could help you to spend time in gratitude. Again, this is about movement here. This is about like a quest. So some of you have already been putting in the work, and this karmic reaping season is coming in. Some of you still need to put in the work and know that this is coming, but you have too many energetic blocks up against it, especially surrounding fear here. Fear is, the moon is all about things that are unseen, and in many cases, depending on what's going on, especially with this healing here, especially with these blocks that are up with the 7 of Wands. Someone avoiding some sort of healing or hasn't healed from something. This one is giving a fearful energy. Yeah, many of you, we've been getting this through. So this is confirmation here, because this has come out several times. This harvest is coming in during this winter season. So that could mean any time between now and March. It's important to go with the flow. And again, this little moth energy is giving me like this death card here. This death card. This death card requires, for some of you, it means that a huge transition has been made, a huge ending has been made, that you've let go of something important. And for some of you, this is required here. This needs to happen with this moth energy. It's time to let go of something to do with your healing, and some of you, something to do with fear. Whatever this is, I do see it going in your favor here. There's something positive coming towards you. Could even just be this partnership coming in. Could just be an important partnership for some of you. It's the kind of partnership that's going to change your whole life. That could make sense with some heavy Hermit's energy coming out in the beginning. Again, sometimes that's as simple as just like bringing down your energetic walls. With this here, this is a very defensive energy. Very much you've got your protective boundaries up. So this can be as simple as, for some of you, it's an important connection coming through. Coming out, and next to this card, you may even, it could even end up being a marriage for somebody. Excuse me. Yeah, you've been definitely, remember we said that in the beginning, tests, that you've been going through some difficult tests, many tests in a row, so much so that it's like, I'm getting that you've passed the tests, and it's time to redirect your energy. It's time to rest. We had the rest card in the beginning. And get ready to accept and reap this harvest. Analysis, this is like a overthinking energy. For some reason we have all, like, there's very much over the next several seasons, things are going to be changing, like a lot of change, and you are being asked to kind of let go and open up. You're gonna need to be flowing and flexible to allow these great changes. Whoever I'm talking to, someone specifically has moved into, like, you have been doing the work. Like, this is someone who understands what's going on in a 5D level, in a spiritual level, understands what God and what your angels and your guides have been asking of you, and you've been doing it. And now you're being asked to, it's time to kind of shift. So someone's making something, someone's basically, for some of you, you've been seeing 555 because I'm getting strong changes. But this is actually like good changes. Someone who's been going through these tests have been difficult. They've been intense. They've required a high level of spiritual strength, and you've passed these tests. And somehow you have to kind of be able to step out of this mode and into the new mode to be able to receive here. Yeah, again, strength on the bottom. So this is confirmation here. So basically, whoever I'm talking to, you're getting some major changes coming in, but they're not, I'm talking to someone who's still got their armor up. You have your armor on from like being in battle. Someone has their armor on, and Spirit is saying, okay, now you've passed the test, you've won the battle, you've won the war, you've showed your bravery, you've showed your courage, you've showed your loyalty, all of these things, and it is time for this. And now you don't know how to take your armor off. This is what I'm getting. There's a lot of major changes coming in, especially over this next 1 to 2 years. So for whoever this is, it's very important. It's very important that you try now to get into this energy. It's time to, like, this is what this death card is. It's time to take that armor off and put it in. Say, okay, this war, this test, this everything is over. And take your armor off and go into a flowing receptive. You're going to need to be able to flow because some of these new changes are going to be so drastic. It's going to give a bit of a roller coaster ride, but in a good way. So definitely don't be afraid of that. It's in a good way. I think part of why this is coming out here, this bit of fear, is because someone here has been going through these tests and these challenges for so long that you've almost feel like you become accustomed to any sort of changes coming through not being pleasant. Even if the changes coming through are intense, in this case, they are going to be pleasant. So this is kind of, I hope this makes sense for y'all. This is definitely what's coming through, what's being asked of some of you. Some of you, you've already done this, and this is just confirmation that you're about to receive something, some sort of blessing. And for some of you need to kind of close the door and you know, how do you, like a basketball player, let me say you're like a pro basketball player or some sort of high level basketball player, and you've completed the whole, whatever you won the series. I don't watch basketball that much. I was just trying to come up with an example. You won your whole like circuit. Your team won whatever. You got MVP. Basketball season's over. I don't know. It's time. It's basically like, what do? You go back home, you take your bus ride back to your house, you put all your clothes in the wash, you take a nice long shower, you know, all of these things, and getting prepared for whatever, your summer vacation, you know? That's kind of what you're being asked to do here, but on a like spiritual level, on a personal, on a very deeply personal to you level. Yeah, I don't know any better way to put it, but definitely this, I want to touch on this one more time before I close this out. This here can be a overthinking analysis. This can very much be thinking. There's nothing to overthink here. So they're that rest card that came out in the beginning. This is a time of rest. This is a time to take off your battle gear and get calm and be ready and put yourself into this restful receiving place. Even I have been adding that into my prayers recently. So some of y'all, that might be a good idea to go ahead and pray and ask that your angels, that God can help you get into a receiving, a peaceful flowing receiving. Help me be ready to receive these gifts you have coming for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this message. Thank you again for being here, and I will see you again next time.